Many teachers are spending an immense amount of time putting together PowerPoint presentations to present PLD's SSP programs in their classroom every week. This demonstration video is to show you how to quickly and succinctly use the starter pack resources to prepare for 3 targeted teaching groups in your classroom every week in a very short amount of time. You're going to start by downloading our editable PowerPoint slideshow from our website. And for this example, I'm going to be applying the teaching plan for a Year 1 classroom using the following resources. In our example, this is a Year 1 classroom. It's term 2 and last week was week 8. So I'm building upon the previous weeks in my PowerPoint. Now I'm going to change it to week 9 and we're going to start with looking at the high frequency words for each group. Now, first option is to type directly into your PowerPoint. So my group 1 word, high frequency word this week is going to be water. And I can type it directly into the PowerPoint, obviously making sure that my high frequency word, my heart is directly above that irregular sound. Option 2, if you have access to the digital resource, the high frequency word program, you can pop across and you can take a screen grab from the resource. So here, our stage 1 group are looking at water. I can pop across here, take a screen grab from my high frequency word program, and then I'm going to pop across and add it directly into my PowerPoint from my downloads. Done. Now, group 2 are looking at the word 2. I've typed it in. Now, if you do not have access to the digital resource, you can also use your physical book. So this group are looking at the word 2. So I'm going to go to my word 2 in my book, and I can use my phone and take a photograph of the word 2 and send that to myself. And once again, drop that image directly into my PowerPoint. Or if I'm using a tablet, drop it in from my photos. So here, once again, I have gone in, I've taken a photo, and these students are looking at the word 2, and there's my image that I have taken a photo of from my book. When I have made it, either I'm typing it straight in or dropping in an image, your PowerPoint will look like this. You've typed it straight in, or there is your image. Now we're going to look at the previous 3 weeks worth of phonic concepts. Now remember, I'm building upon from the previous week. So in group 1, we are going to discard our concepts from 4 weeks ago. So the students were looking at E of bee and E of leaf. I'm going to move that across now, and we are still looking at O of straw, O of goat, and last week the students were learning O as in bow. So once again, I can copy that directly into my PowerPoint and type it straight onto my slide. O as in bow. And I can do that for all 3 groups. Again, if you have access to the digital time savers book, you can pop across to your account and you can take a screen grab of the flashcard in your time savers book. Now, again, I'm going to eliminate the concepts from 4 weeks ago, move that across, and I'm now going to go into my time savers books and I'm going to find O as in bow. There is O of bow, or I might choose to use my consolidation card. Screen grab, O of bow, hop across to my PowerPoint, and I'm going to insert that again from my download box. There it is. A third option, once again, this is group 2. I've typed my concepts in. That was last week's concept. Again, I can, if I do not have access to the digital resource, I can go into my physical book. Now, last week, the students were learning ing of king. So I can go into my physical book, I can go to the middle and find my flashcards, take my phone, take a photograph, and I can drop that image in. And once again, you need to remember to remove the concept from 4 weeks ago. And then you're going to add that image in as well that I have taken and sent to my computer. And that is from last week. Again, once you have chosen, either type it straight in or use the images from your physical books or your digital resource, your slideshow will look like this. Now we're moving into this week's phonic concepts. And again, we're going to be accessing our Time Savers program. So this week, my group 1 are going to be looking at the Hour of Cloud. So I'm going to pop across to my Time Savers book. If I have the digital resource, I'm going to head across here and I'm going to find this week's concept, this Hour of Cloud. And again, screenshot my spelling list. And then I'm going to add it directly into my PowerPoint from my downloads. And there is my group 1 spelling list for this week for my PowerPoint. When I move into my group 2 slide, I'm going to copy across group 1's. So I don't need to go into any other resource. I'm just going to copy across from the previous slide, but I do need to pop into my Time Savers to get the group 2 word. Again, if you do not have access to the digital resource, you can get your phone and your physical Time Savers book and take a photo, and you're going to add in your group 2 word list. Insert that from your downloads, and group 2 are looking at the oi sound, the oi of oyster and the oi of coin. And there is our group 2 words, okay? Finally, again, I'm going to my third slide for group 3. I'm just going to copy across from the previous slides and then add my group 3 list word, either by screen grabbing from the digital resource or taking a photo on my phone. Now we're going to move into the speech sound mapping component of our daily review. Now, again, head to the Time Savers program, choose the pro forma that you're going to use for the term. Now for group 1, you have a couple of options. You can either pop across here and copy the list, and this is purely for display purposes on your interactive whiteboard. So you could have the spelling list, the phonic word list for the week, and just drop it over the top so that you can model the I do, we do component of the lesson. Again, I'm going to go across. If I don't have, all I'm doing is copy, cutting and pasting, and that's it. Alternatively, you can head across into your Time Savers and copy across the mini lists inside as well. Finally, we're going to go into repeated reading and phonic dictation, which is the tail end of our week. Again, I've already got my phonic word list for each group, so all I'm doing is copying across the spelling list from the previous slides. So group 1 are looking at the Hour of Cloud, and again, if I have access to my digital resource, I am going to go across to my phonic dictation book, and I'm going to be looking for the relating phonic dictation passage. So in this case, we're going to go here. There is my phonic dictation passage. And again, I'm going to screen grab that. I'm going to screen grab my phonic dictation passage from my resource. And again, pop across. I don't need this. And I'm going to add in my phonic dictation passage for this week. And there it is. Now with group 2, again, I only need to copy it across because I've already got the phonic word list done. I'm just going to copy that across here. And again, if you have the physical dictation book, again, I'm going to insert my phonic dictation for this week for my group 2 students, which is going to be with joined hands, the oi sound. Group 3, looking at the K 2 letter. And that is everything that you need to implement 3 targeted teaching groups in your classroom for week 9. Please be guided by PLD's copyright guidelines. They're ensuring that you are not maintaining our screenshots or images of our Time Savers or high frequency word of phonic dictation books on your computer longer than the 3 weeks that you need to. So once you've used it, you eliminate and you add the next week in. Good luck.